what value are you giving to somebody else's life, and what is that value worth? Okay. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're going to be talking all about how you can find the right business idea. If you guys don't know, I am Sephora. I am a licensed attorney and a business coach. I help professional women reclaim their freedom, work where, when, and how often they want to by launching their business while working full-time. So if you are getting ready to launch your business, or you've been considering launching your business and you're struggling or trying to pick between business ideas, this video is for you to help you identify which is the one you should go with. So let's go ahead and jump into the video. The first thing I have to implore, and this is, you know what, this video is also for people who, if maybe you've already started your business and the idea just isn't working out, or your business isn't taking off, and so this video is for you too, because it'll help you decide, hey, did I even go with the right idea? Okay, so the first thing I implore you to consider is this business scalable? And it doesn't have to be scalable to the million or billion dollar range, right? The first thing you need to do is decide, what is your number? How much do you want to be making in your business so that you can have that freedom, so that you can live your life on your own terms, right? And so for some people that may be, well, I just need to make 20 grand a month. Some people that may be, well, I just need to make 10 grand a month. Some people that may be 30 grand, 40 grand, 50 grand, whatever that number is, you need to figure it out. And let me know in the comments down below. Maybe I'll make an entire video on figuring out what we will call your freedom number. Okay, let me know if you want to see that video, and I will go ahead and make that video for you. Okay, so figure out that number, and once you've got that number figured out, then you need to decide on a business idea that can actually get you to that business number, or that freedom number. And so when I say, is your business scalable, what I mean is, can it get you to that freedom number? If you are starting a business, for example, and you say, well, I want to start this business where I am catering to 0.002% of the population, because there's so, maybe I want to cater to the population of people that loves butterflies, and I'm gonna take pictures of butterflies only, and I'm gonna sell it, right? And I don't really know if that's a small population, but let's just say it is, of people interested in butterflies. That business idea, can that realistically, when only 0.002% of the population, can that realistically get you to your freedom number? That is what you have to ask yourself. If it cannot realistically get you to your freedom number, I don't care how much you love it. I don't care how much you love butterflies, okay? Then you cannot choose that as your business idea. Keep that as a passion. Keep that as something you do on the side, and maybe you add it in later as just like a passion project, or just like a passive income form, or extra side hustle, or whatever it may be. But you cannot have it be your main business idea, because it's not going to get you to that freedom number. So make sure you are choosing an idea that is scalable. Make sure there is a large enough group in the population who is interested in what you have to offer, or who is interested in whatever you want this business idea to surround, to be about. Spend time thinking about that and brainstorm some ideas as you're going through it. The next thing that you want to do when trying to choose a business idea is think about where your passions lie, okay? Recognize that when you are building a business, it is not going to, and it's possible it's not going to be an instant success overnight, right? You have to put in work, you have to put in time, you have to put in effort. It took me a year to even scale my business to 10 figures a month, or whoa, I wish, $10,000 a month. It took me a year to get my business to $10,000 a month, right? Between $10,000 and $20,000 a month. It took me a year. And by all means, that is fast. It usually does not happen that quickly, okay? It usually doesn't happen that quickly. And so you want to choose something that you are passionate about, because you may be in business 3-4 years before you really start seeing those significant returns on your business investment, okay? On the thing that you are having to put time and effort into. So it's going to be so much easier for you if you are actually passionate about your business idea. So make sure that the options you are writing down, you are passionate about. The next thing that you have to consider when choosing your business idea is, what are you an expert in? What do you have expertise in, right? I am a strong believer in the most successful service-based businesses that you want to start while being in your job full time is something that you have expertise in. So whether that be you've done it before, you have the degree, you have the certificate, you have the experience, you've done it in your own life, you've helped other people do it, whatever it may be, you have to have that established expertise, because I personally believe, based on my experience, based on my client's experience, it is going to be easier for you to get your business off the ground. Because if you have that expertise, you're not fighting to sell something or to offer something when people are questioning whether you even have the qualifications to do so. I gave this example before in my video on how I made 6 figures in my first year in business. Well, I had many businesses before that, but how I scaled my business to 6 figures in one to 1.5 years, right? That video will be up here on the screen somewhere, but stick with me before you go to that video, okay? Just cue that video up for your next one, because you need to have that business idea first, right? And so it's going to be harder for you to build that momentum if you have to fight for that expertise or fight for that market share because you don't have the expertise, or because people think that you aren't actually qualified to be speaking on that subject. Does that mean that you have to have the degree or you have to have a certain certificate? My answer is it depends, a very lawyerly answer. But if you are, for example, going to be doing some type of law school coaching, which was my first business, right? Then yeah, you probably need a law degree. You probably need a JD, okay? If you're going to be doing some kind of medical or doctor or MCAT coaching, then yeah, you probably should have gone to medical school, okay? But if not, if you're doing mindset coaching, abundance coaching, life coaching, whatever it may be, you don't need a degree to do those things, okay? What other experience do you have? What have you done in your life or in the lives of others that you can use to show your expertise, to show your credibility, to show that you have the qualifications to be talking about and selling and offering something on that subject, okay? So that is that next thing I have for you. And then think about different ways how you can turn that expertise into your business idea. So you've got your expertise, you've got your passion, you've got your scalable, you know it's scalable. How can you monetize that expertise and turn it into something that you can then offer to the world and be a blessing to the world, right? Offer what you have done for yourself and for others to everyone else. The next thing that you should think about is finding a need and filling it. Of course, this is how a lot of businesses get started. It's like, oh my gosh, so many people tell me they need help with this, they need help with that, and I do it all the time. I could actually just turn this into a business. And that's reality, right? If there's a need for something and you can find that need, or even a perceived need, then you can definitely fill it and you can choose your business idea that way, because at the very least, you know it's in demand and you know that people want it, which is one of the most important aspects to having a successful business, is that there is actually a market for it. People are actually interested in what it is you have to offer. And so look around you, whatever, write things down, think about, hey, like, what problems do I have that I would like help with? What problems do other people have that I see that they want help with? What problems are people always coming to me with, right? Here's when you can reach out to your friends and say, hey, like, what do you think about me? Or like, what have I helped you with? Or what type of friend am I? What do you come to me for answers with? Or what do you come to me for help with, right? So doing that, market research and finding out what people think you're good at, what people think you're excellent at, and what they need from you, or how they view you, right? Which I'm not saying take that and start your business off that, but again, it's just giving yourself that insight. Ooh, I'm laughing because this next one is just to start charging, okay? It's literally just to start charging. If people are coming to you for the same thing over and over, and say sure for a fee, okay? And if you think about it, like, your time is money. Your time is money. Every time you spend an hour helping out someone else in their life, and it's going to make this huge big difference in their life, and you do it out the goodness of your heart, that is great and that is fine. And I do a lot of that for free out of the goodness of my heart, but you should also be getting paid, okay? Because also recognize that every hour I devote to helping someone else is an hour taken away from my life, is an hour taken away from something else I could be doing, is an hour taken away from something, right? There's a certain extent to which you can say, yeah, I can do this for free. But then there's also a certain extent to say, I can't devote 15 to 20 hours to this, because then I would be broke. Then I would not be able to live my life. Then I would not be able to have the freedom I want. Then I would not be able to live my life on my own terms. And that's not okay, right? You're not going to sacrifice yourself for someone else. And so don't be afraid to just start charging, and get over what anyone's going to think about because you start charging for it. Because at the end of the day, you have to take care of you, and you have to take care of your family, and your glass has to be full before you can start filling other people's. And if you think about it, what's the hourly rate typically for what someone of whatever it is you want to do charges? Because I could sit here and tell you what a typical, hourly rate is for certain types of attorneys, okay? I can sit here and tell you what a typical hourly rate is for certain types of business coaches, right? So take all of that into account as you're thinking about, like, oh, okay, like, what do I want to offer, and can I just start charging? What are people constantly asking me for? Can I just start charging? And going beyond hourly rate, there's also like charging just based on value. What value are you giving to somebody else's life, and what is that value worth, okay? So tons of things that can be said there, but that's another idea to help you with things thinking about how you want to go about starting your business is, what are you already doing and can you just start charging for it? The next thing is co-building or getting into a partnership with someone else. I've seen this more and more nowadays, especially with people who are wanting to start podcasts, especially people who are wanting to start agencies. Maybe you've got a friend or someone, a business partner or a potential business partner, who you're very good at the leadership part and you're very good at the telling people what to do, and maybe you're good at the overall vision, but you're not actually good, right, at the execution, right? So actually implementing things and actually getting it to happen, and that partner is. And so you guys partner together, and with your visualization and your broad overview of how things are going to work and her execution, you guys come together and you build a really successful business. And in that case, of course, you want to make sure you guys have the partnership terms all lined up from the beginning, and you guys understand whose roles are going to be what and how that is going to run, so that there's no problems down the road. Last idea I have for you and helping you decide, like, finding the right business idea, which business to start, is just making sure you conduct research. I talked about this a little bit at the beginning, so I'm not going to belabor it, but don't start a business that nobody actually wants, cares, or needs, okay? Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you check out my business and entrepreneurship playlist, which has all the videos just like this to help you on starting your journey to freedom. If you want business coaching from me, then click the link in my bio and go to Transformative Woman, sephoragray.com/Transformative Woman, where you can sign up for business coaching with me. I would love to help you on your journey. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Transformative Woman, and I will see you guys on my next video. Thanks so much for watching.